Let's make something delicious. For this easy one-pot smoked sausage jambalaya, you want to start with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and to that you are going to add about 3/4 of a cup of chopped onion, about 1 cup of chopped celery, because after all this is Creole, so you want to add the trinity. And to complete the trinity, I'm going to split the peppers because I like red peppers in it as well. So I'm going to do about 1/2 cup of red peppers. These are frozen because these are the ones that we grew in our garden last year now. And about 1 cup of green bell peppers. If you like red more than green, do more red than green. Whatever cranks your tractor. Now you're going to stir this around. And there's your trinity. Remember, whenever you hear a chef or anybody say trinity, whether cooking Cajun or Creole, remember trinity is onion, celery, and bell peppers. Now we have our heat over about medium-high, and we are going to add some salt to this, but don't over-season because we are going to add Creole Seasoning, and that has some salt in it. But you do want to season this because these don't come off the plant seasoned. Now you want to saute these until they start to get a little soft before you add your garlic. Now our vegetables are starting to get nice and tender and smelling really good. So now we're going to make it smell even better. We have about 2 to 3 cloves of minced garlic. And we're going to stir that in. Make it nice and flavorful with that garlic. Because if you've ever had jambalaya, it has a lot of flavor. So if you like bland food, you won't like this recipe. You probably won't like my channel. If you like bland food, you probably won't like my channel.
I was going to say, you don't like anything you cook.
Now we have about 1 pound of smoked sausage. You can use beef or pork, and I have it cut into little coins about that thick. Now we're going to throw that in with our veggies. Now you want to stir that in and let that start frying in with your veggies. And then we'll start adding some serious flavor to this. Now to add some serious flavor, if you can hear me over the sizzling. Now we are going to add 2 to 3 teaspoons of Creole Seasoning. I start with 2. And then taste, because you may want to add more, or it depends on how much flavor you like in things. Now this is my homemade Creole seasoning because I like to adjust my spice levels based on what I like, not what a company likes. If you want the recipe for the Creole seasoning, I will put all of the measurements for it in the description below. Now when that hits the pan, you start smelling some seriously good smells. Now we are going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme leaves. You want to rub it between the palms of your hands and let it fall out. That opens the oils back up. And because I am using stainless steel, you're going to start seeing things start to stick to the bottom and start to see some brown on the bottom. Now if you are using non-stick, you won't see that. But that is all going to come up, and it's going to be flavor on top of flavor. Now I can't tell you that I won't add another teaspoon of Creole seasoning because Creole seasoning is really good in this. So I may add another teaspoon. But first, I'm going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes. I am using home canned. If you are not using home canned, just use 1 regular size can of diced tomatoes. If you do not can your own tomatoes, but you are interested in doing so, you can go over to our other channel, which is Art of Creation Homestead, and look in the canning playlist, and you will see a full tutorial on how to can your own tomatoes, along with a lot of other great canning videos. And this is already smelling amazing. It smells amazing. Now you want to taste your mixture at this point to see if you need to add more Creole seasoning, depending on your taste buds. And I am definitely going to add more Creole seasoning, because I like a lot of flavor. It's up to you how much you want to add. You can even go a full tablespoon if you want to, depending on how much seasoning you like. We like things flavorful around here. I do not skimp on flavor. If you've never watched me, I do not skimp on flavor. Now we are going to go for adding our rice. You can't have jambalaya without rice. We are adding 1 cup and 3/4 of long grain rice. I am using Jasmine rice, but you can use whatever you like. But I prefer Jasmine rice, and while I'm talking about it, I'm going to tell you my favorite brand of rice. My favorite brand of rice is called Ralston Family Farms. They are a small farm in Arkansas. There you go. My lovely assistant showed you the packaging.
Thank you.
It is a small family farm, and it is the best rice you've ever tasted. No, I am not an affiliate. I just love the product. Now we are going to add 3 cups of chicken stock. And we are going to add 2 bay leaves. Now, you want to stir all of this around. Get it all mixed together. And then we are going to lower our heat to medium-low, because you want this to cook low and slow. So you want to turn your heat down to medium-low, cover it and cook it until the rice is done, stirring it occasionally. Stir it a few times during this, maybe 2 to 3 times, so that your rice doesn't stick to the bottom and start to burn. This will take just a few minutes. Depending on which type of rice you use, it could take as low as 15 minutes or as much as 30 minutes. Now it's been about 20 minutes or so. Now let's take the lid off and see how this beautiful thing looks. Look at there. This whole kitchen smells amazing. Look at that. Now you want to pull out your bay leaves at this point if you haven't already. Or you can play a game with them. And whoever finds the bay leaves in their dish has to do the dishes and clean up the kitchen. Look at that. That looks absolutely amazing. This is going to be perfect on this night because it is so cold outside, and this is going to be such a great comfort food on a cold night like this. You are not going to regret making this. So come back next time to Angela K's Kitchen, where I take you from gourmet to everyday and everything in between. God bless.